Shortbox is the sponsor of this channel, and it's the easiest and safest way to buy and sell graded comic books online. There's a link in the description below for Apple and Android users. Definitely check that out. It really does help out this channel. There are so many great books on there right now. The three biggest ones are Captain America #3, the first Stan Lee story in comic books. Also Detective Comics 35, a really classic hypodermic needle cover, and Exciting Comics #9, the first appearance of Black Terror. Check out the app. You won't be sorry. What's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. Today, I'll be opening up this heavy priority mailer containing about $20,000 worth of comic books. There's a mega key in here. Hopefully you guys are excited. Here we go. So once again, Comics for Trade had a book that I really wanted, and I wanted to try to make a deal with him, but we could not settle on something. He had about 12 people in the waiting list. I was number 5 on the list, so I had to wait through all the first 4 people, and then he finally got to me. I shot him my best offer, pretty much my best and final offer, and didn't match up, didn't meet up, and he went through all the rest of the 12 people, came back to me and said, "Hey, what can you do?" And I was like, I've made a deal. I've made a deal with Top City Comics on Instagram. About 3,000 followers on Instagram. Really trustworthy guy. Awesome guy. And really appreciate the fact that he did a deal with me for a really cool book. At first we were dealing with one book. And it was a Detective Comics first appearance of the Riddler. And I was like, man, that's a really cool book. Man, that would be a great book to have in my collection. But it just wasn't quite the book that I was looking for, and it almost seemed like I was in the trading mood, so I just settled. And so I was like, do you got anything else? I mean, do you have anything else? Here's what I kind of like, and here's what I kind of want. And I really want just a big, massive book, and he came through with something incredible. So definitely follow Top City Comics on Instagram. Really great, trustworthy seller on there. Did a deal, sent him books, he sent me books, and it worked out really well. Saying, look at this brick of comic books that he sent. This is literally about $20,000 worth of comics. All right, so I've set all the books aside, and let's level set here real quick. I completely understand that the most successful videos that I put out are like either the crazy like finds in the Walmart packs or the Silver Age keys. Golden Age keys don't necessarily hit. Golden Age videos don't necessarily hit with the broad audience. There's a select few people who really like the Golden Age stuff, and I appreciate those people. But if you are a huge, I love huge Silver Age keys, I promise you there is still a really good spec at the end of this. And I call it a spec because it is a spec comic book, but it goes well above that. And I just want you guys to try to appreciate some of these Golden Age books. So I made a deal for 4 books for 4 books. Check these things out. This first one is Wonder Comics 8. Really nice Alex Schomburg cover. Off-white pages 5.0 from 1946. Very cool. Alex Schomburg cover. Last Spectro. So this is cool. And this was owned by Beverly Smith. Beverly Smith, I have your book, ma'am. I appreciate you taking very good care of it when you were younger. Beautiful book. Love these Wonder Comics. Love Wonder Comics. I've got the Terra set, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think I just posted recently about the Terra set on my Instagram. Next book up is a Graham Ingalls cover. So Alex Schomburg did the majority of these, and then Graham Ingalls had sprinkled in a couple really great covers. You guys will love this one. So that was number 8. This is Wonder Comics number 11 from 1947. Looks like April of 1947. Graham Ingalls cover. 6.0 cream to off-white pages. Amazing, beautiful cover. Look at that thing. That's so cool. And I will show you the back of these. There's no signed autograph on this one. I don't know who owned this at one point. It could definitely benefit from a press and clean, but 6.0, that's strong. That's really strong. So you can get a sweet Schwinn bicycle on the back of this one. Or this one looks like some coins maybe. Or some books. Yeah, really cool. Popular Library. So book selling some books. So check out these two sweet, beautiful, beautiful covers. Beverly Smith, you're awesome. And then amazing, amazing Wonder Comics 8 and 11. Really nice, solid mid-grade copies of those. Here is, you guys will love this one. It's part of the Terra set. The only book I do not have in the Terra set is 15, which is the first appearance, but she's not on the cover. I have all the cover appearances of Terra. The Adventures of Terra, this Pirate Queen, or the Space Pirate. 6.0 off-white pages from 1948. And check out this awesome Alex Schomburg cover. This is when he signed it, Airbrush Xela. Xela. Really, really cool book. Very, very nice. This could get a grade bump as well. Just one of those things where nice, solid 6.0 off-white pages. Very, very beautiful. Really nice Wonder Comics set. I mean, these are pretty darn cool. And the value on these is probably about, I would say, $800-900 on this one. I'm just guesstimating based on probably what I would pay for them. $800-900 on this one. This one would probably be about that $1,200, and then this one may be in that $1,300 range. So just about $3,000-4,000 on those ones. Now the big daddy, the big book of them all. Now it is a restored book. It is a restored copy. But if it weren't restored, this book would be maybe $100,000. So in this condition, restored, it's got to be about that $15,000 to $17,000, somewhere in that range. And so this thing is absolutely incredible. I've already shown it to a couple people in the industry as far as restoration and what do they think about this, because I am not 100% convinced. But yeah. I can kind of see it now. Yep, it's too darn straight. Okay, but check this out. This is More Fun Comics number 55. Now, if you don't know what this is the first appearance of Dr. Fate, who will be portrayed by Pierce Brosnan in the Black Adam movie. This thing is incredible. The pages are way, way, way too straight for it to be not. It's trimmed. So it's trimmed on the top and right edges. Well, the bottom is really, really straight too, which is weird. So it's like, how is that one not trimmed, but the other ones are trimmed? I don't know. The top is very, very straight, actually. One of the reasons why I think this is, and I may do a more in-depth video, but I've taken screenshots of many More Fun Comics as I could find. I was thinking that this was just a more wonky cut than a trim. But they seem to think that there's certain ways that you can tell if a book has been trimmed or not. And this one has those few markings, but it was micro trimmed in my opinion. So the reason why I say that is, first indication, you'd look at the top and you're like, whoa, well, that's cut off right there. I've seen non-restored where they're just as much cut off. It's just a wonky cut on the top from the manufacturer. Secondly is, I've seen ones that are cut off just as much as that do not have any of the steering wheel. So it's like almost like here. And so I was like, well, what about that one? That one looks like it was, it's got less cover than this one does. This one has a lot more space below the Bernard Bailey signature there on the cover. On my book as well, sometimes you see more space on this side. You see more windows on the other side of this 10, but less door. So I was thinking, man, whoever did this did a really good job of not making it look like anything was done, if anything was done. So this is really, really incredible. First appearance of Dr. Fate from 1940, May of 1940. First appearance of Dr. Fate, Kent Nelson, the most popular Dr. Fate. Really great Spectre cover. It's in that CBCS case anyway, so it's got the nice blue label, but it does say restored. Amateur restoration includes small amount of color touch and top and right edge trimmed. One of the original members of the Justice Society of America, one of the most powerful magicians in all of DC Comics. Amazing 6.0. This is an awesome, awesome book. Really cool cover on the back. That's awesome. So great. Now, it's a little bit dirty, a little bit of, like, it looks like to me like foxing on the bottom part of the cover. I'm curious if we can get that cleaned up, pressed and cleaned real nice, and even maybe potentially get a grade bump. But I don't know if I want to lose that 6.0 white pages. That's really, really cool. But anyways, this is a humongous, humongous grail. Like I said, if this was 6.0 white pages unrestored, it'd be like $100,000 book. In this condition, it's in this condition, being restored and all, probably $15,000 to $17,000. I'm going to check the census real quick and give you guys some census numbers on this because this is a very, very rare book. All right, on the census, there are 48. So CGC census. Now, obviously, there are more because this is a CBCS book. But when I go to CBCS, there's only one book graded. So CBCS, when I go to anything CBCS related, there's only this book on the census. And so that is what I see. The only thing on CBCS is a 6.0. When it comes to CGC census, so there's less than 50 of these graded. There are 48 total on the census. 29 are universal. With these books, at some point in these books' lives, about half of them were restored. So 29 universal, 18 restored, 1 qualified. So almost, 10 less than universal grades have been restored or qualified. It's just something that was accepted back then. It improved the appearance of the book. There's a lot of Captain America #1s that have been restored. Detective Comics 38, first appearance of Robin, that have been restored. It's just something that was done to improve the appearance and potentially improve the value back then. It was kind of like one of those just accepted things back then, I guess. But now, for some reason, it's just like the mark of death on a book, except for the fact that this baby is so incredibly rare. I'm really happy with this. This is definitely one of my prized possessions, cornerstones of my collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're brand new here, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. Comment down below what you thought of this video, and I will talk to you all on the next one. See ya, bye.